done? Okay, my turn.
Oh, good grief. I don't think this tree is worth it. But let's play with the monsters. Okay, I changed my mind. I definitely want to kill them. Got him! Yes, 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 I got him. Well, good morning. We're back in Middle Earth, and we are joined today by Miss Medrielle, who is back in Moria, and it looks like the rings are gold now, so we can start the quest in here. Awesome.
The dwarves will prevail.
There's so much work to be done, Medrielle, here and elsewhere in Moria. This has been a great victory for the Iron Garrison, but this is only the beginning of our toils beneath the mountains. You must aid our people here at Durin's Threshold, and at our other encampments if we are to have victory in Khazad-dûm. When you have performed some of the tasks here in Durin's Threshold, you should seek for the Dolven View and for the Deep Descent. Speak to Bent Sharpeye at the Dolven View, to the east of here, and Thretnor at the Deep Descent among the Silvertine Lode. They will have ways for you to assist the Iron Garrison. Alright, so before we do any of that, though, we have some quests here we could do. I think we did his quest already, didn't we? You know, there's one easy way to find out. So you go to show completed, and we have to wait for it to load. Walls of Moria. So you can go in here and look. And I don't see it. Huh. Maybe I have to do this one first. I thought for sure you picked them all up at the same time. Usually this guy has a quest for you, and I don't see it. But let's talk to Thormoth here.
We have little time to speak. Great events have been set in motion.
Welcome to Moria, Medrielle. You join us at a momentous time. I am the master of the expedition group here at Durin's Threshold. Other expedition groups have already moved further on into the depths of Khazad-dûm, hoping to find Balin's expedition of some years ago and learn of their fate. My fellow dwarves are having a difficult time setting in for a number of reasons. If you could assist them, I would be most grateful. Alright, so we'll start with gambling here.
Khazad-dûm belongs to Durin's folk.
Oh there, friend. You don't see anything moving in my bed, do you? My sleep has been quite disturbed of late by the feeling of something crawling across my skin. I refuse to lay beneath those blankets again until I am assured there is nothing alive within them. Take a look for me. I dare not touch the blankets. So, we're going to examine his bed. And there is indeed some insects in there. He's got bed bugs. There's some nasty little bed bugs, too. And they're gone.
We will reclaim Khazad-dûm for Dine Ironfoot.
This is intolerable. Insects rustling around where I lay my head is quite unacceptable. It is not to be borne, I tell you. Where did those hideous little things come from? We have hardly been here a day, and already we are infested. I think now I shall need a thorough wash. I don't blame you. I would too.
Khazad-dûm belongs to Durin's folk.
Those poor dwarves. They met their doom before they could feast their eyes upon the splendor of Moria. Our victory over this gate is a bittersweet one for me. I would like to honor the fallen, Medrielle. Perhaps you can plant a banner at their grave, so that we will all remember their bravery and sacrifice. Alright, so this one takes us outside. And the black pool is suspiciously still and quiet. Luckily, we won't have to deal with the Watcher there anymore. Although there is an instance in Moria. It's either a fellowship or a raid, I can't remember which, where you can fight the Watcher in the water. Planted a banner to honor the dwarves. Oh, wait. Let's do the goat. So we are going into Moria. And we can't ride a horse in Moria. Although apparently the stable between Caras Galadon and Moria can use an elk. Go figure. And
Azog's folk have not yet fully repaid for their crimes against us.
that was a good deed, Medrielle. Thank you for honoring my stalwart friends. I hope they will rest well in sight of the halls of their forefathers. You have shown a great kindness to my fallen friends. Well, I'm glad you appreciate it. Now, we have one other person here. Our dwarf. We're supposed to talk to. Where are they? Okay, where's the other one? Oh, he's up here. That's right. He's up the stairs. And we go this way. So you go all the way up the stairs, take a left, take another left, go up another set of stairs. And this looked like it was a very nice area. Nice forages, some water features. I think that used to be up there somewhere. Here's the other dwarf we need to talk to.
Khazad-dûm belongs to Durin's folk.
Ah, hello, Medrielle. We're off to a rough start here, to be sure. But is this not an exciting time? Already we have excavated the most impressive forges. Would you like to help me set up shop? Be careful. The fires are hot. The dwarves of Moria knew what they were about when they built these. So we need to collect some dull blades. We should probably get off our steed because I can't remember if there's actually any mobs up here. Don't think so. I think these are just pretty basic fetch quests. These are nice. These would be a good decoration inside a dwarven house. Okay, so now I need to go to a forge and repair them. And she's no weaponsmith, but at least she knows a little bit about ore. So she can help with that in some form. Now, it's funny when you get a cook to do this, so you're like, what does a cook know about a forge? They don't know the first thing about it. I think even the scholars have some sort of metalworking as a secondary, or it could be something else like wood. I can't remember.
Durin's folk will defy Durin's bane.
Ah, this is fine work, good high elf. I can tell this was forged in Moria. The improvement is remarkable already. I look forward to the work to be done here. And now we can go back and talk to Thornath. Whee. What, they walled that? You used to be able to jump in those. Oh, that's silly. Why would they wall that?
Dwarves must fight for dwarves.
Thank you for all that you've done, Medrielle. We are certainly off to a better start here now. And now, here's another quest for us.
We have seen naught of Durin's bane.
You have done much
Beware
for us.
if you journey into Moria.
You have done much for us, and now I am sure you are eager to press on into the tunnels. Tubby Thickfist is at the top of the great stair just yonder, and I believe some dwarves under his supervision have already begun to press forward. If you are interested in doing the same, Tubby might have information that would be helpful to your journey. Alright, so back up the stairs and go find Tubby. And he is right here.
I'm not sure Khazad-dûm can be restored. The orcs have surely ruined it.
Ah, I'm glad someone with some skills a warrior has come. I'm afraid this tunnel quite unnerves me, Medrielle. Some dwarves have already gone forth under my supervision, but they have not yet returned.
We can only hope that Durin's bane sleeps deeply.
If you happen to pass the Chamber of Deep Thought while you search for my friends, would you mind investigating it? Such a place may hold many relics that would be invaluable to the dwarves. If anything catches your eye, feel free to investigate.
We can only hope that Durin's bane sleeps deeply.
Many of our expedition have pressed forward, for better or worse, but 2 were supposed to return, and they have not. Will you seek out Dagfin? He made for Schimmeldurg many hours ago, and has not returned. You can find it by pressing east from here, then turning north at your first opportunity. Alright, so first off, we're going to go check out... Oh, we're not going to check that out because it's walled off. And we're going to get off our goat at this point. The axe is dwarf make and looks to have been abandoned recently. Perhaps one of the dwarf expeditionaries has encountered trouble upon the road. You should search nearby for the owner of the axe. Alright, so first off, we have the Chamber of Deep Thought. You see a curious cocoon here. Now remember this spot. You will come back here once or twice for things. What is that noise? That's a big spider. New deed, Spider Slayer. Alright. You have defeated the spider that inhabited this chamber. Let's go this way. Oh. And I think we have a dwarf here in trouble. The voice will find you and then you will die. New deed, Goblin Slayer.
Greetings, friend. Are you lost?
I'm a silly old fool for rushing in here without any help, but I thought this mad goblin was just up here by himself. Little did I know the goblin is skilled at combat. He has spoken madness since then of a tribe lurking in the darkness, somewhere near, led by a mysterious voice from the darkness. It is something he fears greatly. Do not worry about me. This leg is not as bad as it looks. Go and let Tubi know about the goblins and the voice. Those are far more troublesome than this nick on my leg. It would be nice to see him actually, I don't know, go somewhere. And this is Shimmeldurg. So now, come down here. And there's a dwarf over here digging like his life depends on it.
The time has come to drive forth the orcs from our kingdom.
Oh, you startled me. I'm sorry, I just cannot stop hunting. There must be treasure in this room, stowed away somewhere. My father gave me a map of this place, passed down from the time when Longbeards inhabited Moria, and there were notes of great promise in this hall. I meant only to come and explore, but I cannot walk away when there's a hope of buried treasure. Will you help me look? So, I think he's kind of gripped by greed, which is a common malady for dwarves. Not sure why. There. I found nothing, so let's go talk to this dwarf again and see what he says.
These halls will be great once more.
You explained that you rooted through many corners of Shimmeldurg, but found nothing of promise, and perhaps it would be wise for everyone to return to Durin's threshold. No, no, I cannot believe it. I've treasured that map all my life. I cannot accept that it would lead me here, only to find this hall empty. Dagfin is determined to continue his frantic search. Dagfin, you do realize that it's been some time since that map was made, and many a long year since the goblins took Moria. If there was anything in there, I seriously doubt it's there now. Alright, we could probably get back on a goat now. And watch out for bridges with no railings. And trust me, that's probably a very, very long fall. And of course, that chieftain is back harassing that dwarf again. Like I said, it would be nice to see him actually move back to the camp, but I don't know. That would make sense.
I'm not sure Khazad-dûm can be restored.
That
the orcs
fool.
have surely ruined it.
That fool. Just because he treasured a map for a lifetime does not mean that the map was ever going to be accurate. Shemeldurg is likely as dry as a bone now. I hope he returns soon to take some rest.
It is said that Durin's bane dwells here, though we have not seen it.
Alas, a spider and nothing more. This is dire news. I have never ever heard of a great spider that can glow translucent. Hope we do not discover any more of those. Well, at least you have cleared the chamber of evil. I will look on the bright side. Perhaps we can begin to restore it now. So we get to choose an item. Okay.
Dark things dwell now in Moria.
What can be said is disturbing. A goblin tribe this close to the entrance bothers me. We cannot safely reclaim Moria with such an impending threat. I am curious as to the nature of this voice as well. We must do what we can to locate their camp, for while Moria contains many unsleeping things that disappear into the darkness, goblins are not one of them.
I doubt that Lord Balin still lives.
According to Kemby, the chieftain said to go through the broken wall above the eastern stairs. We must see if this goblin tribe does, in fact, lurk in the shadows. I also want to know more about this voice the chieftain was so fearful of. Head to the east through the crack and locate the tribe. Alright, so we've done everything in this section. And I hate to tell them, we're going to find a lot more of those translucent spiders as we go.
We have little time to speak. Great events have been set in motion.
I have been seeing a great deal of movement among the goblin messengers of this camp. I do not like this Snagga Modhole's nearness to Durin's threshold, nor the road to Dolven View. They are watching all our movements and running communications hither and thither. I fear that many dwarves using the roads here will lose their lives to this unhindered flow of malicious information. I am sure you wish to hasten eastward, but if you could do me this favor, would you pass through the camp? I would appreciate it.
Abide here a moment and speak with me.
I am glad a greater warrior than I is here to do some damage to these menacing little fiends. The camp here utterly threatens all travel from Durin's threshold to Dolven View and beyond. All dwarves who come into Moria will pass this way, and we cannot have Snagga Modhole looming beneath the roadway. On your way through, could you please thin out this malicious nest of goblins?
We have seen naught of Durin's bane. Be wary if you journey into Moria.
It seems as though anyone who encounters the goblins and manages to escape finds their coin purse much lighter than they were previously. In fact, my own coin purse is a bit lighter now. I would appreciate it if you could go in there and take back the goods that were stolen from the innocent travelers passing through here. Okay, and I know that there's another dwarf around here somewhere. But I don't know if he actually has anything for us yet. Look at the little glowing mushrooms. Oh, well, we about introduced ourselves to those. There's Weggle, who doesn't have anything for us. Okay. And go back. That's actually another entrance to where we're going. I do like Moria. It's pretty dark in here, but let me be honest, it used to be darker. Like, you would almost not be able to see where the edge of a road it was, and you could easily fall off a cliff. Alright, so let's take care of some goblins. While I'm thinking about it, we should probably eat some food. Should probably make her some food. Oh, here's some lumbus bread. That'll work. Familiar. Okay, there's my Fulgurate stone. Definitely want to make sure I know where that is. You have discovered the goblin encampment. A deep gruff voice barks sharp orders. You found a missing page. Oh, that's right. We're finding pages. And we're in Moria. We will find all the pages. Okay, so we have... Still need some soldiers, some coin purses, but we have all the messengers we need. See how long does it take to recharge that? Oh, 20 seconds. Oh, that was pretty handy. The rest of the goblin tribes will hear of your incursions. You found a missing page. So, we need 2 more soldiers. There's a soldier there. Alright, so where's the that exit that I was looking at earlier when I was looking for the other dwarf? Of course, we have somebody guarding that gate. And let's go ahead and get them. Where's our dwarf? I guess we turn them all in with him now.
The shadow of Mordor will not long fill the
Oh,
halls
hello
of
there.
Khazad-dûm.
Did you just fight your way through Snag-a-Mudhole? That is incredible. I'm here to offer assistance on the road to those who may be waylaid by the goblins. It is nervous work indeed.
Dwarves must fight for dwarves.
Oh there, are you hurt? No, I can see that you are not. But you seem to hurt many goblins during your short stay in Snag-a-Mudhole, and I'll thank you for that. I am here to assist travelers who may be hindered on the road as they pass that rotten goblin camp, but since you seem to have waylaid them, I will help you on your way. So we can pick nothing of use to us, so just the most expensive item.
These halls will be great once more.
Well, look here, I always suspected the goblins were thieves and worse. Thank you for bringing these back to the side of the dwarves. I will make sure those coins find their way to their owners. And now, speak with the dwarf near the goblin camp.
Stand and speak with me. The fate of Khazad-dûm hangs in the balance.
If you wish to go further into Moria, you will want to follow the road towards Dolven View. Perhaps you will encounter more dwarves along the way, and they can help you get there. If you see any dwarves cut off from the rest throughout your travels, please endeavor to assist them. I fear this is a more dangerous place than we anticipated on our arrival. So, I think we need to go back and speak with that first dwarf we do. So let's go ahead and head back up. You can see they've reposted goblins at that entrance again. That was quick. Oop. Okay, where's our dwarf? Oh, I ran over him, that's why.
May Durin return soon to his halls.
By Durin's beard, someone has come to help me. I was cut off from the rest of my group venturing forward through the area, and I found myself here. I think he should have started with that, not ended with it. Okay. There's that. And now we can continue on. Now down there is just a long tunnel that leads nowhere. We want to go up this way. And I don't think we can get... No, we can't. We need to work on our prospecting. Which means I'll need to take her out into the first part of Aragion to gather ore. And another dwarf camp. Well, hello, dwarves. How are you? But you're doing well. Obviously, you're not. You're in Moria.
The shadow of Mordor will not long fill the halls of Khazad-dûm.
Hail, traveler. Behold. Lamadum. Beautiful, is it not? If you have time, we could use your assistance, for we are very curious about what lies near here.
We have seen naught of Durin's bane. Be wary if you journey into Moria.
According to my map, the Vault of Durin lies directly south of here. The problem is that my party refuses to explore it. They wish to head straight to the Dolven View and not veer off the path. I should dearly like to know what lies in the vault, but I dare not separate from my group. Will you go look, my good high elf? And we have this guy, Thorhall.
If we are to find Mithril in Khazad-dûm, we will first have to deal with the orcs.
Strange sounds and strange creeping shadows surround us here. Do you feel uneasy? I think it is coming from the north. There's a sickly light about that place. I have noticed a great increase in the Gredbig about the place. Perhaps it is their hive up yonder. Will you go and bend their numbers? I will rest easier if I know there are less of them to crawl over me in my sleep.
If we are to find Mithril in Khazad-dûm, we will first have to deal with the orcs.
I should like to learn about these odious insects while you're working on driving them off. Will you do me a great favor and bring me anything out of the ordinary that can be found on their anatomy? I hope that studying the Gredbig will give us better tools to fight them. And so I'm to collect some Gredbig scent glands. Doesn't that sound divine and lovely? Alright, so first we're going to go check out the Vault of Durin, which I believe is one of the exploration points. So we want to do that regardless. And these guys will threaten and then attack, so they're safe to run past. Grodbig gatherers do neither. They're pretty passive animals. Although they do count for the Gredbig deed. Alright, so we have a vault here that feels like it's about 5 seconds from falling in. Let's check out the remnants and get out of here. Actually, while I'm here, let me fix that. I forgot you have to do this per character and not per account. Quest tracker. I don't need to do it too much. That should help. That should help greatly. There's a whole lot of exploration deeds here in Moria. I'd say almost as many as all the areas we've done so far put together. Almost. Not quite, but still, it's a lot. Oh dear, it's Rocktooth. Now, unlike other mobs, he will aggro. And as you can see, he is a rare elite. He hits like a tank. He has a lot of morale, and we're just going to kind of try to avoid him for now. Can we get past him? We can. We will come back and find him later, but right now, he is not the deep claw we want to talk to. I guarantee I will get smashed. How do I know? I've done it before.
May Durin return soon to his halls.
Swarther listens quietly while you explain that the current state of the Vault of Durin, not only empty but falling into ruin. That is sad news, Medrielle. I imagine this is only the first of many such disappointments as we go through Moria. Perhaps it will never be restored fully, but I would like to think that this expedition can forge a new mine. Different, but good. Okay, so now we need to kill some Redbig and collect their scent glands. And like I said, these count, but I prefer to go after the ones that actually attack. And that is not the gatherers, it's... Wow, there's a lot of gatherers here. You have discovered the Palace of Nain, and did I just finish a deed already? Completed the Great Delving. So, we have found all the places of the Great Delving. And we have acquired 5 LOTRO points. And we got a new... Well, we've gotten several new deeds. You have quest deeds, you have exploration deeds, you obviously have a ton of Slayer deeds. It's the spitters that will attack. So let's take care of... Oh, it would help if I didn't have lag, huh? Alright, so we've defeated our first Gredbig, and there are Gredbig in here. And there are also Gredbig up that way. So we'll go up there too. And they spit nasty ichor at you. Basically, Gredbig snot. It's gross. Get your snot off of me. have to admit, when I came into Moria today to check, I was not expecting to be able to start the quest. But I am happy that it turned out to be possible. I'm even happier that currently the quests are higher level than I am. Because we spent a lot of time with the quest in this being much lower level. Again, we don't really want to fall down that way. I don't think so anyway. I'm not going to stand on the edge to find out. So we have cleared out all the spitters here. We need to kill 5 more. More gatherers. A giant dead gatherer. Make note of that glowy spot. You're going to want that for when you face the queen later. Okay. And yes, there is another quest over there, but we're going to take it after we finish killing things because that one's a little bit on the weird side. This place actually does keep going for a little bit longer. There's not a ton here, just a bunch of Gredbig. They've made it their home. There's probably some place that the goblins have already rejected. I think that's pretty much, yeah. There's nothing in there but just a room. And nothing in the room, really. So, let's go on our way back. Actually, no, I think the unusual fungus actually ends up taking us to Dolven View. So, we are actually going to skip that. Oh, look. Hi. You're back. You shouldn't have. Really? I love how there's all these spider webs everywhere, but there's not a single spider here. Does that mean the Gredbeg took over and chased the spiders out? I guess that's possible.
The shadow of Mordor will not long fill the halls of Khazad-dûm.
Ah, a fine effort. Would that this were the end of them, but I suppose I will have to settle for this valiant endeavor of yours. You have my thanks. So we have things that obviously are not useful to us. And surprisingly, the leggings are worth more than the weapon.
Dwarves must fight for dwarves.
Scent glands, eh? Very interesting. I have not seen many creatures such as this in possession of glands of this nature. I have a theory. Perhaps these can be used to lure whatever menace is at the center of this infestation at the Palace of Nain, eh? Now, what did I just do another deed completed? Quest of the Great Delving. So I've completed 15 quests in the Great Delving. And I've reached a virtue cap again. Honesty. So which ones? Wisdom is capped. Wit isn't. It's just about, though. Well, no. Okay, we'll work on wit a little bit. So we've easily gotten 10 LOTRO points just messing
Stand
around
there
in
and
here.
Speak with me. The fate of Khazad-dûm hangs in the balance.
What do you know, Medrielle? I have had an idea. If you crush the scent glands you gathered, an overwhelming scent will be released, and the Redbubble will rise up. The scent will undoubtedly draw the hive queen from her hidden nest. If you can slay her, the entire hive will be greatly weakened, at least until they can raise a new queen. That should keep them out of our way for quite a while, and that is the best we can hope for. So while we're here... Okay, we're not doing too bad on bag space. Oh, but we do have some Moria rep items. Oop, that's not what I want to do. So let's use those up real quick. Using that has no effect. Oh, you must complete the quest Claws of the Deep. Okay, so some you can't use yet. Used to be, it didn't matter. You could use them. But now some have requirements. So these have a specific requirement that we haven't done yet. The rest of them I was able to use. Okay. So, back to the Palace of Nain. Do we need to eat again? I think we do. So before we fight the queen, we will obviously have a bite to eat. Alright. Just clear out. I don't know if I need to clear out the gatherers. I probably should. I don't need them deciding to attack me while I'm attacking the queen. They got tough little shells, too. I mean, they're tough little critters. Alright, so... Close enough. And here is where we're going to face the queen. You have crushed the gland. And there is the queen, and she is nasty little critter. has the ability to throw you around like a rag doll. But we've defeated her. Okay. Now we can get the fungus. Because that was our last step before going to Dolven View. What an odd-looking fungus this is. It may be wise to report to the dwarves that strange flora seem to be creeping into Moria. There is something about the look of that fungus and the surrounding area that is strangely unnerving. And as you can see, the reason we did that is it actually puts a sickly feeling on you for 5 minutes. And I didn't want to be running around with a sickly feeling while I was killing things. Oh, we might as well get on a horse. Or a goat. Alright. Report to him.
May Durin return soon to his holes.
Excellent work, Medrielle. With the Grodbug Hive Queen slain, the hive will be thrown into disarray, and their numbers will likely diminish, at least until they can raise a new queen. So we don't need a shield, but that's all he's offering.
Dwarves must fight for dwarves.
A fungus? That is no surprise, Medrielle. Such things grow in damp places all over the earth. Vorhol listens as you explain that you are aware of the nature of fungus, but that this one was strange and new and gave you a sense of foreboding. Upon my word, you do look a little piqued. Perhaps you should bring this news to Dolven View. This is where we were headed as well.
We have little time to speak. Great events have been set in motion.
You have done all that is needed for our little camp, Medrielle, and we appreciate your help. But I expect you are excited to drive further into Moria as we are. The Dolven View camp is the central camp of the dwarves in the Great Delving. I expect that several dwarves will have settled there and established many useful town services. Okay. Yeah. So, we are off to Dolven View now. So we have done everything from Durin's Threshold to Dolven View. And while we're here, we're going to head over here. This is also the Palace of Nain. And we're going to try to avoid all these deep claws. And we're going to grab this Moria mirror. Adjusting the mirror has helped the paths of Dolven View to be much better lit than they were previously. This will likely save many from falling or taking a wrong turn. And now we need to speak with somebody at Dolven View about the mirror, and that starts a deed of its own to find all the mirrors in Moria. Okay, so we're in Dolven View. Now we have actually a couple of people, or dwarves, to talk to here. Among them, here's Bent Sharpeye, and he is part of the Epic.
The time has come to drive forth the orcs from our kingdom.
Welcome to Dolven View, Medrielle. As you can see, the Iron Garrison is hard at work, making everything ready for our resettlement of the mines. Speak to the people here and help them with their tasks. We must see to our safety before we can push any further into Khazad-dûm. So we also have a couple other quests to turn in. So where is... there's quests all over the place here. New growth.
Durin's folk will defy Durin's bane!
You found an unusual fungus. I'm not surprised. Well, fortunately, it seems somewhat contained. Hopefully the Palisade is the only place where it grows. In the meantime, I will make sure to warn my folk to steer clear of that place, in case the fungus is of a putrid nature. And we don't care about that. Okay. So we need Slagby, which is over here. We have 2 to turn in with him.
It is said that Durin's bane dwells here, though we have not seen it.
So you were the one that adjusted the light, were you? At first I thought there was a fire, and that we were about to be attacked. But then I realized that the light was a warm, gentle one. I knew then that it came from one of the ancient mirrors I've heard so much about. I am only happy that I lived to see the beauty of the light system in Khazad-dûm. Like I said, that starts a new deed. It's called Reflections. So let's take a look at that. We've changed our reputation. We completed another deed. We are known to the Iron Garrison now. We got another 5 LOTRO points. And we have a list of all the mirrors. So it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 total mirrors that we're going to need to find before we're finished with Moria. Oh, yeah. And I have some expired auctions to take care of. Although, out of all the stuff I posted, 7 of the items did sell, so that's not a bad thing.
We have heard no word from him.
Greetings, my good high elf, and welcome to the Dolven View. 'Tis a fine view indeed, or at least it would be, were it not cluttered with the cook fires of a goblin horde beneath us. No matter. We will defend the Dolven View at all costs, and find some way to drive these vermin from our ancestral home. Mark my words, Medrielle. This will once again be a city of wonder and beauty to behold, though we give our lives to achieve it. Okay, so, of course, we got a couple quests to take up here. We're going to turn in the other bit for the epic, which is down here in Deep Descent. We can either take a stable or take our goat, and honestly, unless I'm being really lazy, I usually just take my goat because it is that close. Ooh, and we took a flying leap. And here is the Deep Descent. And this is the dwarf we need to speak to right now.
Greetings, friend. Are you lost?
I am glad you have come to the Deep Descent, Medrielle. A roomkeeper such as you should be able to help my people with many of the tasks that need doing here among the Silvertine Lodes. We are particularly plagued by the goblins of Gamelfalek. Well, we will be coming back to you shortly. We have a couple quests in here. And actually, we could wait until the part in the epic where we actually will be going to Gamelfalek. Now, the next part of the epic is going to take us to the Chamber of the Crossroads. So, we are actually going to assist these fine dwarves here at Dolven View, and perhaps at the Deep Descent, before we head and talk to Bozy. But that will be for next time. And until then, bye for now.